Today is April 3rd, and this is a pot that I potted up with some pansies and violas and osteospermums for Ellen to enjoy right by the back door where they go in and out all the time, and some forks because the cats dug up everything the night after I planted it. So all of the stuff that was blooming when I first potted it is going away, and all the new buds are starting to come out, but they're not quite there yet. But here in a few more days, I think this is going to be really gorgeous because we've got this flower and this bud and that bud and that bud. That's going to make seeds. I'm going to try and save some of these seeds off of these. But we've got a lot of buds. But we've got this color and this color. Well, hi. Yeah? You tell me all about it. And then we've got these light pink ones that you can't really tell are light pink because they're old, but they're getting buds. So we'll revisit that when it gets more floriferous. This is the fairy garden I'm in the middle of putting drip in. It's easier to install the drip when the sun is shining on the black poly and making it more flexible. So I'm waiting to do that until we get some sun or a little more heat or something. But look at these verbena. They're not verbenas. We call them verbena, but they are glandularias. I think they're native, but they're gonna put on a great show this year, and I am so excited. They smell amazing. The ones you get at the garden centers, they just don't smell good. So here's one of the dianthus, and we still just have 2 of the little Goldstrom rudbeckias, and I thought we would have more by now, but I think maybe we shaded them out last year because the fairy garden got a little out of control. But we've got a daisy back there. Right there is a little baby penstemon that used to be bigger, but we shaded it out. That is a Tradescantia that I transplanted. It was here and it was getting too much sun, so I put it back there to get a little less sun. And then that's last year's purple fountain grass, and then there's some native Tradescantias. And I'm hoping that the astilbe right there comes back, so I left the tag. And then down here in the middle is the dahlias that supposedly did not rot, so we'll see. And then this is a little sedge that's variegated, and it's also not dead, so we're gonna see how it does. And then the rest of this is the creeping Jenny moneywort stuff. And that's how that's going. And I'm not showing you the rest of the back because it's a total disaster right now. And the pool is gross because it's April 3rd. And, oh, but it's blooming. I don't know if you can see right there, the honeysuckle, the native coral honeysuckle yellow version is blooming officially. So it's got a ton of buds on it. It's doing really, really well. It likes its spot. So hopefully this will go ahead and keep going over here, and it'll be a really nice entrance. Here are a bunch of tanks. Here are all the things that we've bought I think I showed you this stuff before. I went ahead and got this gem because it was on clearance. And when I transplanted that Tradescantia, I cut half of it out, and I'm going to give that to Kelly. And there's our 7 purple fountain grasses. And here's the hydrangea. And then this is the, oh, sweetie, she knocked over something. Here is the Japanese painted fern. It's doing really well. And that hosta back there is coming back. We only have one columbine. I'm a little tired today. We took my nephew to the park yesterday and played and played and played and played and played. So this one is not dead. This is a loropetalum, and you can't tell that it's actually a shrub here, but there's a shrub here. And it is not dead, so I'm hoping that it'll come back and look good. Loropetalums are hard to grow here, I guess. I don't know. But we're gonna move this barberry so it can be more yellow. We're gonna move it up to the front. I've got a whole plan for the front. And then the Bloodgood Japanese maple is looking really nice. We need to figure out if we're gonna start trimming up branches or letting it stay low like this. Ellen's not sure what she wants yet. So our plan for this spot, we're gonna have the urns here like we did last year, and we're gonna have hanging baskets full of the Tradescantia Wandering Jew. We got a really nice specimen last year that took off over the winter. Whoa, what was that noise? Anyway, boy, that even scared her. Is your tail all puffy, sweetie? Your tail is all puffy. Oh, poor Butter. So, anyway, we're gonna split that one in half, and we're gonna have it hanging from these guys. And Dad's gonna make stakes out of rebar, like nice 6 to 9 inch long rebar staples, so that stays put in the ground. And the daffodils are winding down, which is sad, but other things are winding up. This geum, of course, like always, is doing great. It's so happy. I want to get more of it, maybe. This, I don't remember what this is, but it's coming back. I put little sticks here so that we remember it's there. And I found a couple more things that survived the winter, so I put them in here. This, I don't remember if that is a Gaillardia or if that is a Scabiosa. But either way, I'm happy to have it. I need to move this daylily and divide it. It's a really pretty deep red color. Reddish. And I think that is a dianthus. I planted, I should see if it's still, yep, it's still there. I planted a little $6 Jackmani clematis that we're gonna try and grow up this tree stump. It's just a stump. But we're gonna try to grow it up the tree and around the tree and see how it does. And we're gonna move these daisies, or at least some of them, out into the cottage garden because they're not getting enough sun on the north side of this stump. And then we've got a lot of spring weeds. Look at all the spring weeds. Need to get out here and work on that. And we got a lot of bachelor's buttons. All these dusty colored ones are bachelor's buttons, and I need to move those over to that fence. But before I do that, I need to move all of these rudbeckias out to the front fence. And we've got a lot of white violets blooming, and then this purple violet that I planted last year because Ellen was like, get rid of the white violets. And I was like, okay, well, we'll work on that, but in the meantime, try this purple violet, which I think she likes better because she just likes purple better than white. This is the May Night Salvia. I'm kind of worried about this one and the other one. They aren't as robust as they have been in the past. And then here is the Rudbeckia from last year. And this is the blue-eyed grass, looking really pretty. And it is really starting to get buds. This right here is where the buds come out, kind of like an iris. What else? Oh, look at those little daphs. Those are cute. And we had one creeping phlox that survived the transplant. Oh, hold on. I'm getting stopped by a rose bush. Oh, I forgot. This rose bush over here keeps leafing out and then dying, and then leafing out again and then dying, and I don't know what's wrong with it. It may not survive. I fertilized the roses last week, or earlier this week. Days kind of run together. But back in there is a creeping phlox that survived the transplant. We've got bronze fennel. This is the orange mix of echinacea from last year. The oak tree is blooming, Shumard oak. And we've already been pulling oak seedlings. Yay. Let's see, what else? Oh, here is the Russian sage. I do not remember. Way round and round. I do not remember if this is the Agastache or hummingbird mint or what that is. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. Or look back at old videos. That's also a possibility. I also went through and dug out a lot of these these Drummond's asters, because they just get huge and take over. I need to pull out a few more and take out these bee balms. They're all over there, and they take over too much, so they are no longer welcome here. This ajuga got covered up by a bunch of wood chips, but it's still alive, so we're gonna give it a fighting chance. And this hellebore is not dead, which is good. And this chocolate chip ajuga is looking like it's sad. So, gotta figure out what's going on with that. And then there's a barberry here and a red twig dogwood, which I want to move the red twig dogwood. Sorry, don't spin so fast. Way down there, because it's a low spot, and all of the water from the rain that comes through here, it all goes down to that low spot. So I want to put in a lot of organic matter down there and put the red twig dogwood down there, and hopefully it does better there, because we've decided we want to put a swing hanging from that branch and cut off this dead branch, this dead branch, and hang a swing here. So we need to move this barberry and this red twig dogwood, but this barberry is going to go along the front fence to mirror that barberry, and we're going to have a whole thing going on this front fence. We're going to have purple fountain grass and Mexican feather grass and daisies and echinaceas and rudbeckias, and it's going to be really pretty. Let's see, irises are starting to bloom. Hooray. I still want to get, Ellen said that she's okay with the garden just being green through all of April, but I really would like to find more things that bloom in April. I need to go through and deadhead all those daffodils. But there's a lot of other stuff I need to do too. We've got a lot of variegated Solomon seal coming up. Last year we had like 12. We started with 6 the first year. Last year we had like 12 of them, and now we have like 24 or 25 or something. So they're doing really well. This bleeding heart is so pretty. It's doing really well. And we had a columbine that we put back in here last year, and it did not come back, which makes me sad. But this columbine did come back. This heuchera came back. I have not seen any evidence of the, oh, there it is, forbidden fruit hosta. There's all the daisies, which we're gonna move to the front fence. I love these daffodils. They're so pretty. Those 2 heucheras came back. I dug a bunch of the asters out of this area. And here's the Patriot hosta that we gotta move because it got too much sun. There's a couple of little things back there that are coming back that I didn't see last time I did this walk, which is nice. And this aster, we're going to give one of them to Kelly, and we're going to take the other one and divide it up and put it here-ish. So it'll be really pretty. Oh, and I did these pots. I don't know if I showed these pots before or not, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? And these alyssum. And this one over here. Oh, I was hoping we'd have a yellow blooming over here. But we just have another one of these. And we've got the light pink pansy blooming, and the purple ones, and the violas. This one was a really pretty one. It really pulled in the colors of the pink. When this is all blooming together, all the colors just pull from each other, and it's so stunning. I'm really happy with this. And I ran drip to these, and I've run the 1/2-inch drip tubing up through here, and I gotta get it connected soon. Here's the other aster that we're gonna move. And I'm gonna take these daylilies, the 2 Stella de Oros here, and there's a couple over on that fence line way over there, and we're gonna give those to Kelly. And here's the other Patriot hosta that needs to move. One of the Patriots is going to Kelly. Let's see. Oh, I'm sniffling again. I'm really sorry for those of you with misophonia. I wish that I could remember not to sniffle before I actually sniffle. Stop myself. We've got a lot of these daffodils, but that's okay because they're beautiful and they bloom at a really good time. And there is a black and blue salvia. And I don't know what's going on with the top of this, what is that thing? Sky Pencil Holly. I don't know what's going on with it, if it needs more water in the winter, which is a possibility. This heuchera was sad, and I assumed it needed more water, so I gave it a drink yesterday, and it's already perking up a little bit. So I think that may be the problem there. And they should have, yep, there it is. Another forbidden fruit hosta. But, oh, we've got some pretty, like, somewhere in between white and pink. Oops, butter. Yeah. Violets here that I may transplant as well. But there's the irises on the front fence again, and all the daffodils. I want to get a lot more daffodils and really fill in with daffodils, because that will help at the beginning of April. And then we want to get irises to fill in, I think, a little bit more variety of irises. And a few more of the muscari, the grape hyacinths. Because those are nice. We have actually a few that we don't have to buy. We can just transplant. They are out here. There's some there and some in here. So, anywho, that's the garden today. And I think today, when I'm not working on drip, I'm gonna work on transplanting stuff for Kelly. And hi, Chester. You're so handsome. And I need to get the chainsaw down here and work on getting rid of that elm tree again and trimming up this crepe myrtle. And I think that's that. I hope you have a good day.